Oh, I can't believe we totally lost track of the time. So today, Austin and I, we did a lot of mother and son time, and I took him to go get honey with me, and then we were watching season 8 of Ninjago. Ninjago is like this is a little Lego guy. You can see him. So so you build him. Lego is amazing because you can build it all from scratch, but I have this awesome TV, or I guess it's TV, I don't even know. We watch it on Netflix and we watch it on Amazon Prime, but it's like this really awesome show and these episodes, and there's like different seasons, and there's these Lego people that are really cool. Isn't that cool? So cool. And it's just so he wanted to buy this. We saw season 8, and there was this car that Lloyd is like the ninjago, that the ninja that has all the elements. He's the master of all the elements. And so he has his car in season 8, and Austin's like, I want that car. And I was like, you don't want that car, you desire that car. He's like, I desire the car, I desire the car. What's that word again, Mom? So after we get the honey, we go to Target to get the toy. And so we spent the whole day building his toy. And I realized that it was so rewarding to like build it, because we got to feel and see all the love and thought and detail that went into the design of the toy, the vehicle. And you have this amazing appreciation for what it looks like after you built it. And then Austin, like, it feels so much more that it's his own, because he built it and then he discovered all the secret compartments in it, and he made them all like have different purposes. Like there's this flap in the back. He's like, this is the trunk, and this is where I store the extra bullets and all this stuff. And he has more than one of these guys. Oh, the one that he has right now has a black ninja costume on, and this one has a green one. And so I got to have this, so I'll keep this around me. And it's so cute, but it reminds me of like, it's something so cute, right? So simple, and yet it represents so much. You know, it represents creativity and people doing something they really love, and kids going crazy over it. And some of these episodes are so moving. Like one episode, Zane, one of the ninja, he sacrificed himself, and so they show the flashback of his life and everything, and I was sitting here bawling. Like we get so into it, because even though it's supposed to be a cartoon, it's so meaningful. And the shows and stuff, like you can give so much meaning to the stuff that you watch. You can give so much meaning to your day. You can give so much meaning to what you do during the day, like building the car and spending time with my son, and just totally getting lost in building it. So lost, I completely lost track of time. And you get so involved in it, and it's incredibly rewarding. And so it made me think, a great theme of today's So Elevated Life episode is when you don't exert any effort into something. If it's easy, it just lands in your lap. You didn't work for it, you didn't exert any effort, you didn't pour any love into it. It's not as fun, it's not as rewarding. There was just something incredibly powerful about building the car from scratch, from piece by piece by piece. There are 552 pieces, and you built it, and it works, and it's amazing. I would have tweaked a little bit of the design, of course, because as you build it, you're like, because the tires, like, they don't shove all the way in, and so they could fall off over time. I was thinking I would have had the rods longer so that the tires would really stay on, because they have these locking things to have at the end of the tires, but the tires like barely stayed on. And so because of that, like, you couldn't put the locking nuts at the end, and so like the tires could come off. Yeah, but I wouldn't know that if I didn't make it from scratch. And I was thinking, I have to pull the tires out a little bit and stuff like that. But it was awesome. So awesome. I highly recommend it. And Austin, he saved enough money to buy it, so he wanted to blow all of his money saved on this, which is fine. It's funny because you're like, should we teach him the importance of like always having a safety net and using money wisely, or is it also important to teach him that money is a renewable form of energy and you can use it and spend it and you can make more of it and you don't come from a place of like lack and hoarding it. You think of it as a place of abundance and you keep creating more and more and more of it. And it was something that resonated so much with him. It was something that was so important to him that he was willing to like spend all his money on it. And he spends money pretty freely. Like when I help him and stuff, he's like, okay, well, here's a quarter, Mom. You know, I'm rewarding you for your efforts. Thanks for helping me and stuff like that. So he's like very free with like, is generous with like spending and stuff. Of course, he knows I need quarters. And so he's like, I gave you 4 quarters, so you need to give me $1 back. So clearly he's not thinking he's paying me. He's thinking more like I'm doing you a favor because you need all these quarters. So here are some of my quarters as long as you give me the $1 back. So his relationship with money is very healthy as far as being able to receive it and using it freely without feeling like there's never going to be enough of it. He has to hoard it and all that stuff. So that part's really cool. Spending every penny he has might not be ideal, but we'll get there. Yeah, so today's challenge is, what are some things in your life that you don't put much effort into, and because of that, it's not as rewarding as it could be? And, how would you like to change that? How would you like to shift around it? And get lost in doing something like building some Legos that were utterly amazing and rewarding, and the hours flew by, and it's time for bed. What else? Yesterday, I totally forgot. Like I was in a hurry to record something quickly and get off, and I forgot to share with you that, or maybe it was the day before, one of those days I was in a hurry. I totally forgot to share with you that I launched a mini course on living a soul elevated life. I teach you all my secrets on how to meditate, how to do your daily manifestations, and how to follow the trigger brick road, meaning you follow your triggers to understand more about yourself. And it's only $100. It's $97. It's epic, amazing, so informative, and you'll get so much out of it. Completely help you transform your life. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll post a link below. And if you would like to have a really beautiful reference sheet on how to, that's 11 steps you can take, like a brief summary on each of the steps, I can email it to you if you go to my website, soulelevatedlife.com, and subscribe, and then I'll email you the PDF file of the reference sheet that you can print out, put on your mirror next to your computer, and remind you, the 11 steps you can take every day to live a soul elevated life. You don't have to take all of the 11 steps. You can just circle the ones that resonate with you. But it's a beautiful document in the most beautiful font. And I have a YouTube channel. So if you're not watching this on YouTube and you rather watch my stuff on YouTube versus on Facebook or on Instagram TV or stories, whenever it's under 10 minutes, I can upload it to TV. But yeah, so if you're more interested in going that venue, then you can search for Soul Elevated Life on YouTube, and my channel will show up and you can subscribe there. And last but not least, if you are tired and you would like some serious transformation in your life and you're ready to put your money where your mouth is, you're ready to spend big money to show the intention, how serious you are about transforming your life, then come visit my website at soulelevatedlife.com, or you can send me an email, you can text me, you can send me a message. I don't care how you get to me, just get to me, and send me a message, contact me, and then we'll talk. We'll talk about what a coaching relationship looks like, if we're a good match for each other, if you'd like to hire me as your coach, so you can be my private client, and we will have massive transformation and incredible life fulfillment. if you're ready for that. Here's to you living a soul elevated life, and I will see you tomorrow.